Good evening, everybody. Welcome along to the stream. We are back. It is Saturday night, which means it is race night here at Sim Racing Rival, and we are taking on the latest editions of the RaceRoom ranked servers. So we're going to be running some of those tonight. As you can see on the screen in front of us here, we have the BMW M6 GT3. So there's the GT3 are running around the Nürburgring, so we might well jump onto that at some point. But plenty of really good combos this cycle around, so excited to see what kind of race we can get in tonight. We've got some good combos, so we've got, say, the NSU is back, which we all love, and the GT3s, there's Audi TTs at Brands Hatch, which could be a fun combo, and I've got my launch control button mapped this time, so we should get some good starts, hopefully. Gareth, yo, good to have you with us. And so yeah, we've got some good action hopefully coming up here. So let's jump into the sim, and we'll see what we've got to deal with. Good evening, Tony. Good to have you with us. Hope you're ready for some exciting race room action this evening. So here we are. We're in the stream, in the screen here, so let's go to our multiplayer and let's see what we can jump into straight away. So obviously the timings are offset some way, so some of them are on half past the hour, some are on the hour, so what can we jump into straight away? Well, practice is open with the NSUs, but it's full, super popular. The NSUs are at Zandvoort on the club circuit, so we won't be able to jump into that straight away, which is sad, unless of course someone drops out, in which case we might be able to sneak in, hopefully. What else we got? So GT4s at Sepang, another rookie one. So there's the GT3 at the Nürburgring, which has got some space, but that's in a race, we can't jump into that now. So what else can we jump into? So many things are on races here. So practice there, GT4. I want to try and stick to the European stuff if we can. There we go, let's try and get... Hey Patrick, how are we doing? Sorry I missed your message, I didn't have my chat overlay on so I can see everybody now. Oops. It's me filtering my service here. So, yeah, so we can't jump in with that one, it looks like it could well be Sepang in the GT4 to start us off for the evening, so let's see if we can jump in here. And again, we are limited very much by what car we can choose here, so I guess we're going the Evora. So I'm going to go Ted Buick's Polestar Scion Racing looking one, because why not? Now Sepang, I've not driven Sepang for a little while, probably since the last time when we actually first did our community races on RaceRoom. We raced, what did we have? We had a couple of different class cars on track. We were running the Aquila in that particular race. That was the last time we run Sepang, so not driven it in this particular class of car, so we're going to have to get used to the circuit as well as the car once again, but you know, we've got a bit of practice to get our eye in, so hopefully we can do alright. So I think this is fixed up again. I'm just going to double check. Yeah, it is. So just the usual brake bias, fuel levels, etc. So we're just going to jump out and just see how we get on. Should have done iRacing Indy 500, better known as under 5 meters. Hello. Tell you what. You know what's a great idea when you jump into a server? Is you turn your wheel on, and that way you get the full benefit of having steering, buttons, shifters, all that kind of stuff. So there we go. We'll just let the wheel do its thing, and hopefully we recognise it now we're in the session, and we can just, there you go, device connected. Let's make sure we've got it showing, which is good, so we can go back here now, and hopefully, there we go, we have control, which is more than can be said from my brain. Okay, so Lotus Evora V6 power, we have 2 minutes left to practice, so yeah. It could just be a straight into qualifying. Evening Funky, hope you're all doing well. Here we go then. This could be a very much a learning opportunity, and hopefully we can set ourselves a decent time, but if not, we might be trying to pick our way through as we pick up the pace. The first corner and the second corner here are always so tricky because it just goes on forever. So Sepang circuit then, obviously used to driving this in very quick machinery like F1 cars, etc. Some of the corners have quite a nice flow to it. Let's have a look, see what we can do with the GT4s. This corner's tricky, it's not flat out, and you've got to really maximise your speed through there if you can. Run out wide there. This corner's good fun because it's quick on the way in, and supposedly even quicker on the way out when you've got the grip to be able to do it. Now another hard braking zone down into here, left-hander. Still learning the braking distances here. You love this place, you guys. I know you were quite successful around here in the old F1 days, weren't you? This corner here, little dab of brakes just to get the nose in. Traction control's kicking in. I don't know if I can change that, probably not. No? Oh, I can. Right. Good. Let's turn on to setting 4. Evening, Steve. Do you have to score points just to get into the ranked events? Well, they have the rookie servers, which are basically for getting yourself up to speed and earning ratings, etc. So there's ability ratings and safety ratings as well, I believe. And so from there you can then progress to get into the next tier of servers, if you like. But yeah, it's all about getting your what's the word they use? Reputation is the word they use. So you've got to get your reputation up to be able to enter some of the other servers. Nice BMW M4 in front of us there. 6-cylinder power, but not V6. We're in the Lotus Evora GT4 Funky. That's what we are currently driving in. Yeah, I never really fully got on with this this circuit on F1 with Gaz. Yeah, I think I had a run-in on this particular circuit and never liked it since. So but we're okay, we've got over it. Plenty of cars on the grid, so 22 cars entered. So judging by our kind of outlap slash part of a flying lap there, we may well be in for a bit of trouble here. Let's lower some fuel out of it. We don't know how much we're going to need, but say 14 laps. We're going to be on track with everybody. Got my pit limiter engaged because I made that mistake last time we were doing ranked events and ended up with a nice drive-through penalty or stop-go penalty in the race, so we'll avoid that. Right. Long lap here as well, so we really do need to be getting a shimmy on, trying to get around in time to set some laps. But there's a whole load of traffic ahead of us as well, so I don't really want to get caught up. Oh, he's just giving us a bit of space, thank you. And I just ran off. So there you go, one instant. Need to avoid those. But remember, this isn't offline, and you can just do whatever you like. Got to be neat, tidy, and treat it as if it's your own car. As if you're paying the repair bills. So we're going to be very much on the back foot here. I reckon a lot of these guys are going to be running laps around here in their respective cars, getting their eye in already. And we've just jumped in blind, so probably not the best approach when looking to improve your rankings, but hey, you know, it's all fun, isn't it? So let's give it a go. And we might be able to get ourselves a good race if we are mid-pack, as long as we avoid all the chaos which will possibly happen in turn 1. Lotus ahead. still trying to figure out where my braking points are here. It's very stabby on the pedal inputs, just purely because I'm not braking in the right place. Oh, hello. Tricky corner this one. You almost braking on and turning at the same time, but if you leave it too late, you just run off on the outside, and that's it. You're toast. So yeah, you've got to really be quite committed going into there as to where you're braking, but just not over committed. Okay, in the board braking zone. Got a final hairpin here. Stop. Okay. Now we actually get a chance to set a lap time here, but we have got a car in front of us. Hopefully it won't affect us too badly. So get your predictions in now. Where are we going to place on this seemingly large grid of cars? Bad entry into turn 1. Remember to be patient. Turn 2. It's better. Power nice and early. We're going to be compromised here. Really got 4 minutes left in the session. Doesn't give you much time. I've invalidated the lap anyway, so I'm going to bail out here. Let everyone else hopefully get away from me so that I can find some space. I was close to being a blocking incident there. There's another car behind us here. Let's let him go as well. We're just going to have to hope we can get a good mad 1 lap dash in here. Loads of room behind, so just, oh no, someone else coming down now, but we'll let BM go. Okay, let's get ourselves enough room here without compromising the guy behind us. Do you buy cars from the RaceRoom store or in the game itself? You can actually do both. It's actually more beneficial to do it by, oh, someone's gone offline, by getting the VRP points, which you can order from the UK RaceRoom store if you're in the UK, or the corresponding country's store. I'm just going to let this other guy go as well. So yeah, use the VRP points, and that actually allows you to have basically a better discount for more content in a way. So you can do it completely online from Steam using your Steam wallet, etc. But it's best to do it by getting a bulk amount of VRP points and then just buying the content you want. Funky's going confident, it's saying 8th. If I share your optimism on that one, I'm not sure yet. Come on, let's get a lap together. Too bad through there. Pure guess. Like most of my lap here, actually. It's all guesswork. Where do I brake? Ah, about here. That'll do. Oh wow, I left loads on the table there. Let's learn as we go. Oh dear, that's rough. Come on, Phil. Neaten it up. Run off too wide on the exit there because we'll get that off track. Low fuel, we should have enough to finish this off hopefully. Ah, too far in. Like to put the pressure on me. Yeah, you do. That's all right. Oop, no, don't shift down to third there. It's not quite flat out, so you can't really just keep it pinned, but... So tricky into there. Okay, one more corner to go. 15 people have set lap times. I'm not confident, and we've only got 40 seconds left, so we're just going to have to take it. 100 meter board on the left, on the brakes. There we go. So what's going to happen here? Where are we going to put ourselves? P3? We're a good 2 seconds off the leader. Yeah. Oh, mind you, let's just jump down to 1.3 seconds. I don't know why that's changed there. Go back to the pits. Well, I'll tell you what, if we finish that session P3, I'll be mighty pleased. Podium finish. Oops. Just completely missed the roundup there. Wow, okay, well, we'll take P3. I'm pretty sure these cars don't have a launch control, so it is literally going to be on my left foot and my right foot. Okay, let's put some fuel in, shall we? So that's 5.3 laps, it reckons. 15-minute race. 2 minutes a lap. Trying to do quick maths on there is not a good idea. We'll put, well, 10 laps is going to be what? 20 minutes, isn't it? So yeah, we'll put enough in for 9 laps. Who cares? We'll be right. Remember the race is won at turn 1. Of course it is. Of course it is. Audi ahead of us then. What have we got? BMW alongside us. Another Audi behind, another BM, Porsche. Top Lotus. Yes. One for Norfolk. Race starts in 8 seconds. No, it doesn't. Gear in. Here we go. Wish us luck. All the lights. Awful start, but we're away. And we're going to get mugged. And I missed my shift. Come on, Phil. Concentrate. Down to P4 already. Super conservative on the way in, but we'll keep it tight and hope that no one else likes that line too. Gonna get hung out to dry on the outside there. Okay, right. Well, we survived, which is the main thing. Let's try and pick some places back up here. Full send, says Patrick. Yeah, we'll try our best. Currently just trying to find our feet, really. Hopefully pick up some more pace as we go. A bit quicker through there, perhaps. Definitely through there. Come on, got a good run here. Let's try and keep this nice and neat here. See if we can get a send down the inside. We'll fake it to the outside. No, he's blocking. It's going to cut back. Quite got the run. Run to the inside. Let's see if we can take a late lunge here. Got him. You meant 8th after lap 1. Yeah, you weren't far off. Oh, he's going to go for it again here. Let's just see if we can call his bluff a bit. some space. Doesn't appear to be there. Looks like we've hung on. Okay, let's get after them ahead. We've got P4 next on the road ahead of us here. Let's try and neaten things up. Yeah, there's better, more speed taken through there then. This is definitely an area that needs improvement. It needs to be smoother through here. That's running off. Okay, can't be doing that too much. There we are, eye in again now. We've dropped the guys behind, so we can keep our eyes forward. Put a wheel on the grass, he's gone. That'll help. Okay, now we're podium hunting. .2 gap to make up to third, so let's see if we can bring that down. Have a pretty poor run out of there. We've found ourselves in a bit of no man's land here. We've got some space. That's the thing, when you get further up the field it gets harder and harder to bring that time down again. Still time in the race though. Not a fan of the first corner here, really. They're in China as well, the two first corners, and that kind of similar style. Not a fan really, but you just have to kind of get through them. It's like second and third kind of coming together a little bit here, so hopefully they'll slow themselves up a touch. We're back under 2 seconds now. Exit. It's better. Dropped off again in the middle of that lap. Definitely seem to be quicker through that corner than most, so try and make that work for us. It's a bit scrappy. Okay. Slight lift. Probably a bit more than a slight lift. There we go. See, that's what happens when you get a bit too sandy into that. I was out of position going in there as well, you noticed that? So when I came through that left-hander, I was too far over on the right-hand side of the curb, and then that just completely threw me off for the next part. So it's okay, it's all learning. I'll start using first gear in some of these slower corners because I'm quite sure I'm getting the drive off what I need. I do like how surname of the guy in front is Slow. So now we're chasing a 3.8 second gap to the podium. More than that now. Come on, let's get them. falling back. First gear is probably better through that. Leave it for third through here. Maybe. It's a slight dab of brakes. Such an awful corner. We're fading off into a nasty little gap. We've got 4.6 seconds ahead and nearly 4 seconds behind. Still top Lotus though, which I will take as a consolation prize for now. But we'll keep pushing. We've got 5 minutes 50 left in the race. We've been in some of these races before now where things have happened right at the end, so you can't stop pushing. You've got to keep going. Maybe something will happen. Just a bit of a late shift, a bit of a hope with my left finger that I would actually reach the paddle, having so much lock on through there. They are battling up ahead, so they are slowing each other up a little bit. Probably not enough at the moment to bring them back to us. It's going to be so patient around here. There's so many corners which just require a lot more patience, which I'm actually not giving it to it at the moment. It seems to be calm. It's all getting close for the lead. Look at them all together. Want to be in that battle if we can, but right now we've got some catching up to do. Yeah, I got to keep it steady. You're right. Just keep it on the island and keep pushing on. Change for the lead up front by the looks of things. Going for it into the hairpin as well. Come on, keep holding yourselves up. It's a bit much when you have to rely on other people to ruin their own race for you. For a moment there, back under 4 seconds the gap. That was late. I'll try and leave it in third through here rather than taking the first part in fourth. Just keeps the time. Yellow flags up ahead, someone's had an off. That's why you keep pushing. Some of the world's most successful animals are scavengers. Yeah. He's picking the meat off of the bones of everyone else's accidents. Well, that's brought one of them back towards us, so the podium hunt continues. Just over a second back. Get this Audi if we can. Quicker through turn 1 that time, rather turn 1 and 2. Got somebody to chase now as well, which helps. Losing out massively through there, really. Looks like they could be just a bit too quick. Plus he's all fired up after having his off as well. It's way too early turn in there. Low fuel. Ah, final lap, we're okay. Just not quick enough. I'm gonna do it again. Just can block around there, that's all it is. We have the time behind us, so why not? Wish I could say I planned that. Well, considering we jumped in straight away with 0 practice on this car and this track, which isn't my favourite. I don't think 4th is particularly bad. So there we go. P4 to start off the evening. Hopefully we can go further upwards from there. That's the aim. So we're now we've just gone past the half past the hour. So I wonder if we can get ourselves into one of these other sessions, possibly. But if I quit now, I don't want to ruin the result by exiting the session too early. So Captain Slow winning that one. We're a long way off. So our best lap time, 15.4, plays there. High 14, so there's no surprise they were pulling away from us there. So a minute to go, and we can head on out of this session. We'll go and see if we can jump into something else. So maybe we can jump into the NSUs now if there's some space. It'll be fun. Do know that later on in the evening, hopefully we might be able to jump into the Touring Car Legend session. So they're running the old Group A touring cars around Monza, so I'm hoping to be able to catch that just at the right time so we can join it with the probably going to take the GTR out for a spin. I know the E30 M3 was rapid when we did our back-to-back test with those cars, but just quite fancy driving the Skyline tonight, so we'll see if we can jump into that if we can. But what we might try and do is we'll check if the NSUs are available. If not, we'll see if we can jump in the GT3s at the Evergreen. So let's have a 3, 2, 1. It's the end of the race. David Addison getting all excited in the background on the commentary. Captain Slow's the winner, yeah. Continue. Okay, I'll exit the event. Right. Feels safer to do it that way rather than just flying straight off. Let's just clear that thing there. So what have we got? So NSUs are practicing. They got 57 seconds left of that. Ah, Touring Classics is on. Ooh. I'm going to jump straight into that, to be honest. Okay, so this is a longer race as well. Let's see, does it say how long? Yes, this is a 30-minute race rather than 15, so this could be fun. Right, Nissan Skyline. Now everyone goes for the Calsonic because it's the Calsonic. The SDP one's quite popular as well. I like the Winfield one, so I'm going to run that one. So Monza. Mixed results around Monza for me. I'm not always been the quickest around here, but we've managed to pull some good results out of the bag in previous races that we've done. So see how we go. I mean, the Nissan should be good out of traction out of the chicanes, so hopefully we can make use of that. Yeah, Group A touring cars are just fabulous things. So okay, so we've got not much left in terms of practice, but tell you what I need to do though is re-engage H pattern shifting because I have it on the paddle. So let's go back. We've got to use the proper H pattern gearbox because authenticity. So there's another Nissan, there's a BM, Volvo, another M3, another Volvo. Okay, Volvo could be quick here with the old boost, and then this should also be just as quick. Listen to it, it's so good. Okay, Group A brakes, stop. First lesson learned. Get on the brakes earlier. I also don't think, I may have done, I don't remember driving Monza in RaceRoom, so it should be fairly similar. Oh, the brakes really don't work very well. I'll slow down even more. So you just jump out of a modern GT car and think you can brake in the same distances, but it's not how it works. True to form, practice is over in 5 seconds. So straight into qualifying we go, but this time we have 30 minutes to make up for our shortfalls in pace. But we do need to sort these brakes out, so I brake a little earlier than I would normally do. Oh dear me. Oh, this could be a bit of a mistake. If any of you are watching this video trying to pick up tips for how to drive, please just close your eyes for a little bit because yeah, you're not going to pick up much from my driving at the moment. Okay, so we've got a 2:05 kind of lap time to aim for. BMWs again at the front. Okay. Well, you know, can but try. But look at it though, it's such a cool car. It really does look so good. Right, well, I'm going out because I need the practice. Regardless of whether we have space, I'm going out. This pit limit is violent. There are 2 priorities to look out for in this particular session and the race. One is keeping it on track, and the second is not nailing another car because I'm not slowing it down properly. It's also Someone cut the chicane and then couldn't get it turned in for Curva Grande. Well done. Okay, on the brakes much earlier, 200 board. That's better. Hop it over, use the four-wheel drive. Now I think this is an open setup session, but we just haven't got the time to properly delve into that, so we're just going to go in with default settings and hope for the best. Because that's just how we roll here at Sim Racing Rival. Oops, someone else off on the gravel. Excellent preparations for a qualifying lap. But I can't talk because I'll probably follow suit very soon. The group of cars ahead of us at the end of the straight, so see how they get on. Again, brake nice and early. Now, you can't go through here like you in a GT3 car, Phil, so better. Don't get by a Volvo. Don't get done by a Volvo, yeah. That Volvo is just an insane thing. Okay, so we survived the outlap this time round, which is far better than we did last time round. I was moving around a little bit there. Right, this time we're approaching the first chicane at full speed, so braking markers is anyone's guess, but I'm going to be hopefully a little bit cautious. Probably got that about right. One of our Volvos just in front of us here. Again, we're probably braking around the 200 board here. Someone's missed the chicane. Oh, big curb hop. Time on the table through there. Thing with Monza, because the straights are so long, you almost forget how to do corners because you're just going straight for so long. Cross skating down to third gear for the Ascari. Big power slide on the way out. Now we're getting into our rhythm. Starting to get a bit more of a handle on the car. It is a great sound, isn't it? It sounds so cool. Right, again, 200 board. Come on, four-wheel drive traction. Give me some of that boost as well. Here we go. What time have we done? Counted down here rather than the finish line. Quickest so far, but only 3 people have set time, so whoa. That's not the line, but we saved it from going over, so we've been pipped by 0.2 now. Too bad. Most of that's probably through Lesmo 1 and 2. Not that we're going to improve much on this lap. Who fitted blancmange to my suspension? Bouncing around everywhere. Okay. Yeah, so it is. It's full open setup. So What do I want to do? What do I want to do? Let's just take some fuel out for qualifying and then... Oops. Brake pressure can be 100%, don't I? Have no brakes at all. It's bad enough as it is. Who needs four wheels? Yeah, exactly. Oops, don't speed in pit lane. Have I got my limits wrong? I can't remember. Just be cautious here. Yeah, I did. Okay. I think RaceRoom is just as good as iRacing. I really like RaceRoom. I do. Again, super not paying attention. RaceRoom, I feel, is really, really good. I enjoy the content that they have on the sim, and you know, feedback's really good. Sounds are amazing, and they got some really good developments on Horizon. I read just before that there's some force feedback changes coming. Changing some things on the replay menus as well, so lots of little things going on. They're working with some new content as well. But yeah, and I really do like RaceRoom. I like iRacing too, but then those who are regular viewers of the channel know that I'm quite partial to most forms of sim racing. They all have their pluses, their benefits, and their negative points as well. But what I do love is this ranked server system they have on RaceRoom, because it gives you that competitive nature. I'm trying to be as clean as possible as that Tokyo Drift skyline goes off at the Scari, stage right. But it gives you that organised structure of racing. But to me, it doesn't feel as serious or as formal as you would get on iRacing. So on iRacing, it's very easy to get caught up in the formality of, you know, I need to make sure that I have my SR rating up and my I rating needs to be protected because I don't want to end up in lower splits. And that's quite a toxic environment to be in for me, because you just get so caught up on, you know, I don't want to make this move, or I don't want to enter that race because I don't want to lose the rating that I gained in my previous race. You know what I mean? So, whereas with this, I, for the moment at least, don't have any attachment to my reputation. Not that I want it to just go and be for nothing. Of course, you want your reputation to be good and be a well-standing member of the RaceRoom community, but at the same time, I don't hold it in the same esteem, purely because it doesn't really affect too much in terms of how much you can enjoy racing online. Slipped to 7th now, so definitely leaving so much on the table through here. Being hounded by a 635 behind me. It's just not right. Brakes hard. And that's a curb strike, and qualifying's done. Okay, so we've ended up on P6 after that. I thought I was down to 7th, but yeah, long way off in terms of time. But then when you got an open setup session like this, there's every chance that could happen without playing around with the setup. So that's okay. Let's go put our fuel in for 30 minutes. What were our times? Oh dear. What were our lap times? I wasn't paying attention. Oh. Well, 30 laps. If I put We're not going to get 30 laps in because it's more than a minute a lap, so it should be plenty. It's 30 minutes. Yeah, that should be plenty. We'll go with it. It's fine. Ooh. Did I just... I'm going to put hard tyres on. Because I have a feeling that with all this power and traction, I'm going to eat through them in half an hour. So I'm going to put hard tyres on. And my hurry up button, get to the grid. Okay, 2 seconds to go. Come on then, let's get a decent start for once. Average, but we've made some places. Now, place your bets, are we going to get nailed into turn 1 because people aren't on the brakes? And there goes one to my inside. It's relatively calm actually. Well, we come out of all that in P4. Now the trick is to stay there, or perhaps go 1, 2 or 3 better. I'm hoping that this tyre choice is going to help us throughout the race. We've got 30 minutes, so plenty of time for things to go wrong for other people. People off in the gravel behind us. Got a Volvo hounding us as well. Potentially go for a move up here into Ascari. And I'll fight that too hard. He's probably quicker than me. He needs to get out of the way. Oh, I'm getting beaten up. Okay, well, let's put a bit of a dampener on things. So, what kind of a car have we got underneath us now? It's a P18. Okay, well, let's see if we can get back in the top 10. That's our goal now. 27 minutes remaining in the race. The car doesn't seem too bad considering the crumpled bonnet. There's another one. The car's not handling too badly, so hopefully it's just mostly cosmetic damage. M3s are so good on the brakes. I don't know whether I was nudged off or not. I think there may have been a touch partway through the Ascari chicane which just forced us off a touch, but never mind. In fairness, I gave the Volvo that got past me a little bit of a nudge because I slightly misjudged the turn in, and he was kind of just there. Don't need any more incidents. N3 is just rapid, isn't it? Yeah, it serves me right for not doing any practicing, but hey ho. Long way to go in this one. Smoke ahead, Days of Thunder moment. Just drive through it. Turn 1 strikes again. A few more cars on our radar ahead of us now, so there's a chance we can pull some time back. Takes so much more speed through there, really. Not take that much through there, though. Oh, come on, Phil. So excited and carried away. Don't cut the curb on the inside here. Or run off on the outside. This thing is a bit of an animal. Whoa! Interesting manoeuvre. Completely, looks like it. And we find ourselves in the middle of nowhere once again. Oh, that's okay. Let's try and catch up with the guys ahead. I know the BMW that's ahead of us on the road is quick, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. I look at P14, so he's 5.3 or 5.4 seconds up the road, so let's see if we can pull that back. Oh, in fact, that's actually the guy that got past us, so the car on the road ahead of us is our next target. Considering we were up in P4 at the start, it's a long way back, but never mind. This is what I'm saying, so at this point, if I was in iRacing, I'd be kind of like, oh, you know, I'm going to lose so much from this. But really, I can just smile and say, you know what, let's just make something of this and try and salvage something from this, and we'll go again in something else. When you get sideways in this thing, it's not actually that easy to hold the slide, so you'd think with a four-wheel drive you can just kind of apply heaps of power and then just sort itself out, but not always the case. It's the way the diffs are working. So 4.3 seconds to the guy ahead. Pull that in. Or brakes being locked into turn 1. What? Give some time back there. I had a warning come up. That won't help. Oh, I'm exactly shrouding myself in glory right now. We are pulling this next car up the road closer towards us, so as we're making progress, that's the main thing. Just keeping my powder dry until the end of the race when everyone else's soft tyres have gone off. That's what I'm hoping anyway. Not through that. We're down to 3.4 seconds. Again, ambitious going down to third straight off from that speed. Come on, my son, let's go. Stop. You only give the time back when you are completely off the throttle, so Volvo here appeared from somewhere. Interesting line through the second chicane. Another one off. Straight back onto the circuit. There we go, now we're picking up places, even though I had my little off. Still making gains at other people's expense. I almost feel at some points where this thing here has no effect on what's going on here. You're putting inputs in and it's just like, oh, that's not what I'm going to do. Yeah, that should go. Which one's that? The Ascari, the left, right, left. I'm not a fan of any of the chicanes, I'm going to be honest, but you still got to drive them. Well, some people don't. So we're catching the Skyline. I wonder if he's got soft tyres on. 4 more spots to get ourselves in the top 10, but a good 13 seconds on the road. Ah, turn 1, yeah. It's one of the few where I've actually been able to mostly keep it together, really. Whereas pretty much everywhere I'm having issues. Just looking down at our tyre usage there, so the front tyres are wearing out a little bit, not too bad. Just trying to be a little bit smoother. Trying to be a bit stubby. Is it scale extra? The car knows the way around. Yeah. I'm just following a single groove. My putting inputs in is only interfering with it. Tell you what, racking those incidents up. Mechanical sympathy's not top-notch either this evening, by the looks of things. Gearbox is feeling a bit upset. Not as much as the engine. I think I buzzed it a couple of times going into Parabolica. It's a little bit better. Still learning the car. Look at that, just from keeping it neat and tidy, smooth, very delicate on the throttle. We've made up quite a bit of time on the guy ahead. So keep doing that now, I think. Trick the car or shock the car. It's one of the things I have learned over the years, which I've just not applied to this evening so far. But you want to make sure the car isn't tricked into what it's going to be doing next. He's gone a bit deep into Parabolica. We should give a nice run. Up to P13 now. Next car on the list, just a mere 12 seconds ahead. It's fine. Mr. Cheese is our next person that we're heading for. He's a very mature driver. The car's much happier than driving smoother. Gaining a little bit on, oh no, someone else has had a moment up in front. 5 seconds ahead of us. Come on. We've almost got our sights on the top 10. 10 minutes to go though. Much neater. Even if I did run off track on the exit. Two ahead are quite close, could be an instant delay. Yeah, hopefully they might start squabbling a little bit and bring it back to us. Give some time here as well. We're not quite gaining on them the rate of knots that we need so far. Casually sliding sideways through last main one. There, get out of that gravel. Not the run you need down the back straight. To do there. I'm trying to just keep throttle on, but it's not helping me on the exit, so I need to make sure I lift earlier for that last part of the scary chicane so that I can get back on the throttle earlier rather than after I've already exited the corner. So car tucked in nice and early. It's all gone quiet again on the timing front. Okay, keep pressing on regardless. Well, regardless of the result, I am still trying. I'm enjoying trying to get used to this car. 7 minutes to go. Very unique challenge. Trying to drive one of these things quickly. Even trying to spot where the curbs are is a difficult task. There's an apex there somewhere. Kind of settled down up front now. We're P12, so it's not too bad. A little bit better. It was a little bit sideways. So I reckon we go with some NSUs or some Audis next. Or maybe some GT3 at Nürburgring. It's a bit of a lonely race, really. Monza then. So, as we discussed, it's very much a case of just blasting down straights and then the occasional chicane to break things up. It is actually quite a technical circuit. I mean, you really got to be good on the brakes around here just to maximise the distance that you're on the throttle for. It's also really important to make sure you maximise every run out of corners like that one onto a long straight so that you can actually carry all that speed down the straight and make it into a higher speed number at the end. When you do mess up those preceding corners, it really does ruin your top speed. Kind of like that. So this is a visual example of what I was trying to explain there. How to put the mockers on your own race. Start talking about it. And what you're supposed to do. Just under 4 minutes of straight lines to go. Oh, we're going to have to brake again. Here we go. No, it's not that bad really. We really should have allowed a little bit more time to get ourselves dialed in with the car, but also sorting the setup out for it. That's okay. It's all for fun. Right, missed those sausage curves this time. That's it. So although we feel like we're going pretty quickly, we're just still losing time to the guys ahead, so whether that's down to the damage or not, I don't know. Yellow flags. Oh no! Don't come back in! Oh, great. Well, they build them strong in Japan, obviously, because that should have been at our race run, but somehow we managed to beat 10. Really wasn't much we could have done there. That one is pulling across the track in front of us. Right, so we made our target of 10, just to keep it. Yeah, that's a full-on straight into the door moment, that. But it's again another visual of why you don't give up. Even though we did absolutely nail that car in the middle of the track, we're still going, and we've reached the top 10. Which isn't too bad considering where we were. One way to get it. Yeah, just destroy everyone else. Oh dear. 5 seconds to go. I think probably the leaders will be on their last lap now. It's the scene of the crime. Wasn't me. Not guilty, Your Honour. Oh, here's the final lap. Hurrah! We can finally send this R32 to the body shop. We'll go on and move on to something else that has all its body panels in perfect working order. Maybe one which is a little bit more controllable. Oh, dear me. Well, that was a bit of an ordeal. Cross the line. I assume that's final lap. Oh no, maybe it isn't. Okay, so the leader's on their final lap. I wasn't on my final lap. I was looking for the signs to say, you know, yep, race over, but there weren't any. Stay off the throttle here and try and get rid of that. There we go. Get rid of that little slowdown penalty. So we have got one more lap. Oh, someone's run out of fuel. Is that ahead of us, I wonder? Could we get it to ninth? Finally get that chicane right. Last time to the Parabolica then. Hopefully, this time. Well, that's going to give us a bit of a beating in terms of our safety rating and our reputation, but it's fun. Okay, have I finished now? Yes, I have. Happened to you the other night while missing the final lap. Ah, yeah, could have easily thrown that all the way then by just quitting or slowing down. Look at the state of that. What a mess. I'm surprised I can still drive. Well, that could have been that could have gone better, but P10 in the end, so that's alright. He lost a few positions from our starting point. We were down on 18th, I think, at the beginning of the race when we had our off. We had to reverse it out of the barriers. Hopefully, whatever we jump into next is going to be kinder to us. To go in the session. I don't want to jump out of here just in case it doesn't fully register. So what did we learn from that one then? 1. Group A cars have no brakes. 2. I have difficulty controlling an R32 Skyline. 3. Volvos are longer than you think. And 4. Monza is very hit and miss as to whether you get a good race or not. Most of the time it's kind of just processional and you just kind of drive around and you've got no one else around you, but sometimes you can get a really good race and you're slipstreaming and everything's going well, but it's not the case every single time, unfortunately. But yeah, that's fine. It's racing, isn't it? You can't take the rough with the smooth. So yeah, so I think I'm feeling next, if we can jump into it, probably going to go with something like the Audi or the GT3 around the Nürburgring, if we can get into a session with it. So that's one of the few sessions when I was looking at them this afternoon. One of the few sessions to have a full grid was the GT3s. Obviously, everyone loves GT3 racing, so let's see if we can jump in there. Playing the tyre choice. No, I think that was a good call, because I think if I'd gone for softs, I really do think if I'd been as mad as I was at the start of it, that I probably would have cooked those tyres midway through that race, and I've just been all over the place, and I'd be in even more barriers by the end of it. Turgi, hello. NSU is fun. It is fun. I do love the NSU. It is great fun to drive. So Audi Sport Cup Brands is there. Nürburgring GT3 is there. Where's the NSU? Yeah, they're in qualifying already, so let's do this one. They're only 15-minute races, these ones, so jump in one of these. Only GT3 car I have currently is the BM, so that's what we're going to be using, and I'm going to use the laser plumbing and electrical livery, which is really, really cool. And hello, yes! Good to have you with us, Turgi. Well, welcome along. So that's what I do some more of as well, some more of the GTP stuff. I know they had it in, they did a race at Watkins Glen with the Group C cars and the GTO cars. I didn't get a chance to race it, but I do love that kind of era. It's really, really fun. Just mad cars. And then you can probably say that about the R32 Skyline as well. And you saw how well I got on with that. I think if I was in the Volvo though, I think I probably would have had even more dramas, possibly. I could have taken the easy route and just gone the M3, but why not? Okay, so what are we on this? Are we fixed? No, we are not. So we have a little bit of practice time, so let's go out, get ourselves some laps in, and see what needs to be done. We've got 9 minutes. Isn't a whole lot of time. So the BMW M6 GT3, as you saw from the thumbnail and also our intro image. This car, we've driven it on the stream on the channel 04 now, doing time trials. We're going to get out of the way of these people here. They're probably on much quicker laps than I am. We'll just see through that rear wing. So the GT3 M6 we've driven on the channel before now. There's a time trial challenge that we did to try and get in the top 100 for each challenge that was currently on RaceRoom at the time. We drove this around Paul Ricard. In that particular stream I voiced my opinions on this car, that it's lacking a little bit of the drama that you get from GT3 cars in terms of noise, and it was a little bit kind of dull and boring almost, but let's see if we can put some of that right. It sounds alright here, so I'm not going to complain too badly with the sounds. We always know that RaceRoom do a great job of sounds, but it's, I guess, I'm spoiled by beautiful sounding V10 Audis and Lamborghinis, raucous V8s such as the Mercedes or the Bentley, and then you get into something like this and it's kind of like, doesn't even have an engine. But it is incredibly successful, the M6, winning it here at the Nordschleife. Well, not on the Nordschleife now, but at the Nürburgring and Nordschleife. It's won the 24-hour race with that. It's won Spa. So, yeah, it's a successful car. Now we're on the GP circuit, but we're also on the fast chicane version, which is my preferred layout of the Nürburgring. So but let's see what the M6 can do. Of course, even this now is old hat because we have the new M4 GT3 coming along soon. Not on RaceRoom, but in real life. What I will admit is it's nice to have something that stops after the Nissan. Yeah, so again on AMS2 it features on there, and it is a little bit now. You're right, Funky. Yeah, I'm on the opinion that GT3 is all very well and good. It's done great things for sports car racing. It's got big grids and it's really allowed the manufacturers to embrace sports car racing. But in the world of sim racing, it seems to be pretty much the go-to car for a lot of people, and that's all you really get to race online. So it kind of discolours the world of sim racing in one way. But if it means that you get regular grids of people to race against, then that's a good thing as well. Yeah, I think you guys are probably sharing my opinion on that. Hopefully once we've done this one we will jump in an NSU because I really do want to do some of that. Okay, so instantly we're into P5, we're 3 seconds off the pace. That's super encouraging. Let's thread the needle casually through turn 2. Turn the traction control off a little bit because it's kicking in far too much for my liking. Might do that. And there. Okay. Put that down to 4. That's usually my setting, I think. As he casually overcooks it. Maybe it isn't my setting. I'll go back to 3. Right. I need a little bit more front end, I feel. It's not too bad, but it's just lacking ever so slightly. So, it's quite a smooth circuit here at the Nürburgring GP circuit, so I'm probably going to stiffen that front anti-roll bar up a touch, and I'm going to also stiffen the rear up a little bit as well, and just see what happens there. I just don't like my fire. Yeah, completely get you. Completely understand. I want regular people to race online with a lot of different cars and tracks. That's the thing. Yes. Yes. Because you're constantly gravitating towards the same things. You know, you've got GT3, you have Spa, you have... it always kicks to the same kind of combos, so you need more combos. And we need more right foot control. Ah, that's right, we haven't got our traction control set. Space behind us so I can turn this around safely. Nose down, you reckon, Turgey? Okay, we'll give that a go after this. Add a bit more rate to it. So let's try and be a little bit smoother with our right foot. So many lines you can take through the hairpin here at the Nürburgring. I tend to take a tighter line going in, square the corner off and then try and get the power down on the exit. whereas you can take a wider line in there and then try and open up the corner as well. A couple of different ways around it. It's going in a little better there. Still some work to do with it. I may have been a bit quick into it though. I'll try not to spin around all the time. At the moment when you flinch, it's something that's happening on the screen, but you actually have no impact on you whatsoever. Prime overtaking spot to turn 1. That's feeling a bit better through the first complex of corners there. Good 3/10 up now. Half a second up. I'm not a setup wizard, just to be clear. It's alright, neither am I. I get an understanding, but I don't claim to be a guru. Oh, that's slow for it. Okay, yep, no problem. Good to see you on the stream. We'll do our best for you. So a clean lap and we didn't get a chance to finish it. That's just cruel. So we ended at P13 after all that, but we were going about 7/10 quicker, so we would probably manage about P12. Okay, this could be another one of those races. Okay. Qualifying time. Probably not the time to be making massive changes. However, ride height's already as low as it can be on the front. Let's just raise the rear a touch. And we'll take some fuel out because we don't need 17 laps worth of fuel for qualifying. Put yeah, 4.5 laps in there. And then see what happens. Ah, that's good to hear. Thanks, Sergio. I'm glad you enjoy the videos. Have a good evening. Just took the nose off an SLS. It's fine. Got ourselves some space on track, which is what we want. Some cold tyres to start off with, so we need to try and get our temperatures up. So we're going to be ending up down the field. Could be another interesting first couple of laps. so close to being full throttle through that. Quite, just a little bit of a confidence left at the moment. So we're catching up with the guy ahead of us here. We don't want to be compromised too much here. Got some space behind, so it's going to let him go. Pretty much on pace with us, so shouldn't catch him too quickly. It's a big old bus, this thing. Not as big as the M8, but big enough. There we go. That sounds a good exit, so fire off down the front straight. Popping and banging on the shifter. Sounds really cool. Not the way to do a qualifying lap. It's not turning in there very nicely, but it's okay. Green in the first section. Really on turning. Don't think I maximised that corner, but it's okay. Bad lap, really. Where does that put us? P8. Okay. Let's go again, see if we can improve on that. So 10th up on our run through the first section. Now there's time we can make up through here on the right hander if we get it slowed down. See the delta clicking up quite nicely out of there. Expecting a expecting an off track there. Yeah, the tight chicane version is not my favourite layout. This one has a much nicer flow to it. Better lap. Does this put us to P8? The track just dropped away from the inside there. Aim for the bollard. A bit slower to the first section that time. Made up some time. Quite a bit of time. I thought I'd try it. I don't think we're going to finish that lap anyway because of the time ticking down, but I thought I'd try and go wide open through there, but doesn't work. Yeah, we weren't going to finish that lap anyway. Okay, so P9 inside the top 10. Is this going to be rolling start rather than standing start? That might help me. So again, we were running whatever lap times we were running. I don't know what that was, but pretty sure it's not a minute a lap, so we'll set it for 16 laps of fuel, and that would be more than enough. Does it say what we're doing in terms of starts? So it's 15-minute race length, and it doesn't say what start type we're on. Okay, well, let's go to the grid and see what happens. So it's a standing start in GT3. Okay. Yep, fuel is in. We should be good. Hopefully. We're on the outside, which could be dodgy into turn 1. Okay, let's try and slip this clutch if we can. Not too bad. Let's keep it nice and straight. Room behind us. Keep it nice and wide, allowing for some chaos and shenanigans on the inside. Someone on my right, so I need to allow some space here. Still someone on my right. Still someone on my right. Now we're clear. No, we're not. Now we are. Corvettes. Right, okay. Back behind us, we're going to defend into the hairpin. Ooh, he's just going to go around the outside of me, okay. Right. Let's all settle down now. I know it's 15 minutes, but it doesn't mean we'll have to go berserk. Right, we're in. We'll settle down now. First lap nerves are pretty much over. Let's just see where this goes. We've got a bit of a race on this time, everybody. Oh, that's a late move. Corvette's going for another move. Am I getting back here? A little bit sideways over the curb on the inside, and that was enough to delay him enough for us to get past. Check up a little bit there. Hello. Bump draft me. Come on, push. This is what we're going for. Ooh, that's bold. Oh, we're sticking in the inside there. With that, 5 minutes of the race already gone. Some curves. Someone's disqualified. Too many incidents probably. Great run through there. Just showing the nose just to let him know I'm still here. He's going to go for a move there. So it's still with me. Oh, that's a late move. We'll take it. To P9. Oh, it's getting close up front. Right with him still. This Corvette's definitely quicker though. Trying to break the slipstream down the straight. This is going to get a little bit dicey. Yeah, someone's getting laggy in front, you're right. For a change, it's not me. Yeah, I reckon that's going to make a move, and we have to try and get our nose in there if it's possible. There is the move. We know we're faster through this next chicane, so let's try and use that. Give ourselves a bit of space on the braking into it. No, not quite. Not quite. Back into play behind us as well. Just caught the inside at turn 1. That's the slowdown. It's okay, it's all cleared, we can go again. But that's not getting away too quickly out of us. It's gone deep into the hairpin as well. Train of cars behind us now. Show the nose again. The thing with these cars is they're all so quick. Don't have many opportunities to get people on the brakes. So slow through it. Let's try and bully him off the track a little bit there. I wasn't going to touch him, but just keep making him think I'm going to go for that really. See if he just outbrakes himself and we'll slip on by. Merck's going for it on the outside. It's 2 minutes to go. It's so frustrating when you're so much quicker than the car ahead. Well, not so much quicker, but quicker than the car ahead. There's just no way through. Let's keep this pressure on, see if we can resist. That's a good run. Tight. It's not really an overtaking's monitor there, so I have to be really alongside to make that move work. We had to try something because we had a really good run, it was a shame to waste it. It's been a full-on race, that's for sure. There's some breathing room behind us again. This time we'll try not to get caught out with the last lap indicator. We'll keep going until we say finished on our, our number at the top. A little bit of a hesitation through there. Brought them back towards us a bit. We've got our run opportunity now, so let's see if we can maximise it through the chicane and make that move stick into the hairpin. The problem was I caught him too quickly. There we go, that should be a checkered flag. That's right, just slam the brakes on as soon as you cross the line. Whew. Well, that was intense. Someone's excited. They won something at the front. Let's go join in for some donut, shall we? And he's still going. Well, that was fun. I enjoyed that one. That was a good race. Tell you what, when there's lots more going on, the shoulders all kind of tense up and you're just so focused on trying to be as smooth and precise with the wheel as you can, and everything just kind of tenses up. So you just got to try and keep loose and keep relaxed as best as you can. But that was fun. I mean, I don't mind finishing 9th because I think that was about, that was about where our limit was. There's a lot of quick drivers out there, that's for sure, and you know, take what you can get in races like this. For the M6, which I wasn't really that keen on, I really enjoyed driving that this time around, so maybe it's growing on me a little bit. We have to retry it in AMS2 as well. But yeah, that livery certainly just set it off quite nicely. It's a nice looking car. I was tense as well, going the chair arms. Yeah. Oh dear. You've got white knuckles, you've got a little imprint in the arms of where your fingers are. Fun, right. Winner is that one there. So we finished P9 in the end. Quite a long way back. But that's okay. Good fun. Right, come on NSU. Let's see if there's a server up for the NSU. No, they're in a race. 7 minutes to go. No! Oh, I really don't want to do. I really don't want to do DTM and Spielberg Ring. That would just be, yeah, that'd be mad. Turtles F4 at Motorland Aragon. Yeah, sort of, but no. Oh, that's qualifying. That can I join that? Can I join it? No, I can't. Oh, that's a shame. They've actually put 2 on for the rookies with the NSU. It must be that popular. Look at it, 27 out of 30 and 15 out of 30. Yeah, that could be a good example of why people like GT3, because yeah, if you get racing like that, then yeah, it's pretty good. There's obviously more area for errors in the Group A cars, like we saw. You know, they're just that much harder to drive. That there's more opportunities for people to throw it away, and then what may have been a close fought race is quickly turning into something which is not so much. Still not for me. Yeah, no, I get that. That's fine. We'll try and do something a bit different if we can. Yeah, I really want to jump in an NSU, but we've looked out in terms of timing on this one. Why are they running them so close together anyway? We should have this one on practice still. Well, I'll tell you what we could do. If that's... I'll set myself a timer for 5 minutes. And then what we'll do is we'll come away. We'll actually do some testing in the NSU before we jump into the online race. How about that? That's a bit of a novel idea. So let's go practice. Don't want the M6, we want the NSU TTS. What livery do we want? Something cool. That's quite cool. Quite like that. And then we'll go to Zandvoort. Circuit Zandvoort Club. And let's go drive this thing. This thing is a lot of fun to drive. We've driven this in the ranked service before now. So, but with a full grid as well. I mean, when we drove this, it was at Knutstorp, and it was, I think there were only about 7 or 8 cars on the grid. So, if we're gonna get something like 20 or so cars on the grid at a small circuit like Zandvoort Club, this could be chaos. Drive where you want. It's all good to watch. Yeah, that's fine. I really want to drive this thing, so let's give it a go. From GT3 to NSUs. This little thing sounds good too. Now this is the version of Zandvoort before they made the changes for F1, so the insane bank corners aren't quite as insanely banked. And the club circuit doesn't go all the way off into the dunes, so we have this little cut through here. This is quite a tricky little cut through, and then we're straight into this tight chicane. Ooh, a brake. This could be fun. Looking forward to this. It's a quick corner, that one, so I just need to see just how quick we can take it. This is flat out. Yeah. Some mad battles down into turn 1, that's for sure. Do like Zandvoort, it is a good circuit. I'll brake about 100 board. So just to be clear, these are all AI cars on track with me, these aren't actual drivers. But it's good to get used to some other cars on track with us. Not to mention getting used to the car after all that grip we were just used to with the M6. As later apexes we can possibly get away with through there. Quite a bit of grip actually. That's one thing I love about the NSU, just the engine's obviously in the rear, and they just kind of prop the engine cover or the boot lid up to allow a bit of air into the just permanently driving around with the boot open. so good. Love it. Big banking on the first corner. So yeah, third gear into there. You don't want to be messing your exit out of there and trying to climb out of the hill with not very much power. Let's round up some of these AI cars through here. Ooh. But even though they're AI cars, they're still not too bad to drive against. Pinned through the final corner. What the slipstream effects like in this? Non-existent. Right, that's our timer. So let's come out of here and see how our server's progressing. See if we can join in yet. Helmet imps in disguise. Yeah, very similar actually. They are very similar. And Helmet imps are really nicely balanced cars as well. They're really good. They're very successful in saloon car racing. Okay, where are we? NSU still racing there. Okay, that one there. So that's the one we want. It's finished according to the timescales there. So as soon as that server becomes available into practice mode, we will jump in because 27 cars in there. Oh dear. Utter carnage. Come on, roll over. It's time to go. So if we can get another race in like that GT3 race in these, I think that would be amazing. Obviously, it's doing its final rolling over through the results and things, just refreshing the server to go back to practice, hopefully. So I'll just give it a quick refresh just to. Oh, there we go, it's got a minute left before it resets there. The Audis, there's only one car in the Audis, everyone's much more concentrating on other things. There's loads of people onto it actually, which is really good. It's good to see so many people active on RaceRoom this evening. I mean, it's getting better all the time. I mean, I'm you know, a big believer that it's really going in the right direction, and it's good to see so many more people trying it out and giving it a go, because it's yeah, it really is worth a try. A lot of people kind of overlook it because it's not very well known, but it's definitely worth adding to your list. 30 seconds until we can join some mad short wheelbase rear wheel drive action. Well, I'm glad we managed to get a good race in that last one, because the first two kind of died out very quickly, so good that we've had a bit of a dice. 5 seconds to go. Fingers on the button, ready to click in. Show me the practice session, come on. Give that a good old refresh. There we go, right, boom. We are in it. We'll go with this bright one, just so we can actually stand out, because there'll be no excuses if people run into us then. I am quite a fan of the blue and silver one. That one's a nice looking car, but I think it just Yeah, it might not be very obvious to people if they're behind us. Okay, right. So what have we got? Fixed setup. Perfect. Let's go and set some laps and see how we stack up. Usual to have a pit lane speed limiter or something like this, but I'm going to use it just in case I get pinged with another penalty, which I don't want. It's nice to actually have a bit of a practice before we get thrown into a race. It's a change. Now these particular servers are set up just to be kind of quick fire really, because we only got 7 minutes of practice, so it's not like you're able to turn lots and lots of laps. Actually feels even more planted than in our practice session, so let's see. I just love the transmission bubbles and things that gets built into it as well. It's so cool. Launch it over a curb. Get out to the left here as much as we can. Maybe a bit too much. Stop locking those brakes. Very slight scrubbing off the speed through there. Steering up as early as possible. Imagine wants to turn in well and then go straight. You know what, it's actually not that bad, it's quite well sorted. So, get ourselves turned into here. It really rotates quite nicely. I mean, I wanted to push on a little bit towards the end there, but that's just applying a bit too much throttle being greedy. But in general, car is very nicely balanced. So not leave it out to the edge as much this time. And that was too tight. Seeing how much curve we can get away with there. Purple middle sector. Let's see what we can do to improve that if we can. 16.2, a bit quicker. The curve on the inside there, that really pulled us through nicely. There, it's quite nice. Playing with the throttle on the exit just to see how much grip we have available. we got him. So we've lost the top spot by 3/10. Let's see if we can get that back. Coughs. Trying to keep off these curbs a touch into here. Thought I'd try it into first gear there. It's, yeah, not too bad I suppose. Rough through that. It is a fun drive. I love this thing. It's so good. Oh, purple again. Didn't quite carry the speed I wanted through the penultimate corner there. But went through cleanly anyway. Do for our lap time. Oh no, we slipped the third now. Drama. Back up to second. 10th off. Okay. You can take so much speed through turn 1. Shame. Yeah, okay. So I think maybe first gear through that that long left-hander there, and we could have gained those tenths that we were looking for. It's a full-on car, that's for sure. How many have we got in here? 22, 26 cars on the entry list. Sounds like a recipe disaster for me. Right. Let's take some fuel out too. And they all pour out of the pit lane at the same time. I think finding space on a track like this is going to be challenging. Because look at them all on the map. A swarm of bees. One in the gravel already. And he's going back on in front of everybody. I'm going to bail out of this. This is just madness. Let's let these guys go. To ourselves. It's just cars everywhere. Okay, let's go for it from here. This might be as the right colours. Yes, you're right. It does. Come on, got a bit of space here. Let's go for a good lap. At least being a short lap we'll have a couple of opportunities here, especially as I've got a great start to this one. Someone running off. I was a little bit dubious about track limits there, but I survived. Pushing on through the fast one there. What's this going to do for our time? Should be alright. Boom, V1. Let's improve on that. Loads of time to find through turn 1. There's of course, if we don't run into traffic. There'll be a sting in the tail. Bad jokes. There's no limit to bad jokes on this channel. I have my own fair share. But what I will say is, for a little rear engine car, this handle's considerably nicer than a Fusco. I'm not going to have the fuel there, so I'm just going to bail and go again. Hopefully get ourselves a bit of a gap. Still got 3 minutes of the session and a bit of space here. Tactical decision. Got all this free tarmac. Oh no, we slipped a P4. Right, let's do something about that. So this will be our one and only chance, I believe, because we won't get to finish our second run. So let's make this one count, just as someone comes out of the pit lane. No! Steering through that. And that was just wild. Doubt this will be an improvement, but that's okay. Yeah. Oh no, we did go quicker. How did we do that? Okay. Well, we're P3. Sorry, sure. Leave that there. For now, anyway. It's good 6/10 off the leader. 15.2. Pretty sure we did that. In practice, possibly. But then that last lap wasn't brilliant, so there's definitely room. These guys are all in the pit lane, so is there any improvements going on here? No. There we go, right. So that should be us, P3, so 1 minute and 15 seconds is the lap time. So we need to ensure that we've got the right amount of fuel on board. Faster is like a thoroughbred racehorse. You need to build up a rapport first. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. 15-minute race. I'm going to do 15.4 laps of fuel. Why not? And give it treats. Yeah. And just not take it to Bathurst, because it just doesn't want to jump that fence. So we've got 2 golf cars ahead of us. And 1 behind us, and a JPS car directly behind us. Okay, starting from P3 here. Let's get ourselves a good start, and I reckon we can press these 2 guys ahead of us for a good result here. So minimum expectation I'm going to go in for this. We've got to get a podium, but anything better would be amazing. So here we go. Slip that clutch, don't just take it all off at once. Double clip. We're going to get boxed in here a little bit. Let's bail out of that. Or live to survive the end of lap 1. Door handle in front of us. Let's see if we can look inside here. Yes, we can. Okay, right. We made a spot back, but we're still off the podium, and that's not the goal. Try and break the deadlock of the golf-coloured cars on the podium with our little B. Wow! Right, come on. Let's keep us on the inside here. It's all pretty close. Don't make a mistake like that. It's going to open the door right up. Losing touch so far too much. We're certainly not losing the guy behind. Bump draft. P3 went in too deep into the hairpin. getting that corner right at the moment. Ooh, change for the lead. Just can't shake him. Oh, it's all getting close. It's gonna keep hugging this inside line. That curb to help us around. Oh, thankfully we didn't catch the gravel on the exit there. We're back in the game. Second gear might work for that last corner. There we go, got a good run here. Go down to first that quickly, Phil. I was catching him at such a rate then, I almost considered putting my foot on the brake, but instead put my foot on the clutch. This is so good. What a combo this is. Right, it's going to go back over. Stay up this way. Quite. It's going to run wide. Here we go. Just try and shoulder the inside into here. Got it done. Right, back into the podium position. Let's go get those top two. This is the usual thing with the NSU, the engine gets quite hot. Start shifting a little bit earlier. Ooh, change for the lead ahead. Oh, he's on the gravel. my case now. Another run out of there. With power understeer. Right on scrap in front. Disqualified. So we've got ourselves a comfortable 1 second cushion behind us now. Relax. 4 minutes to go. Anything can happen with those two ahead. You never know. Look at them, they're off with it again. Nice and calm, and we'll catch back up with them again. Closing the door. Too busy watching them. Half-hearted attempt at getting around that corner then. You're really taking so much curve on the inside there. Lost touch just a little bit. Let's try and close that back in again. Authentic nighttime experience. We've got moths flying around me all over the place. sudden, we're right back with them again. Front tyres looking a little bit unhappy. So our JPS livery car is trying to hound us again. 50 seconds left in the race though. These two have left each other alone for a lap or two. What's going on? Okay, will that gap disappear? Leave me alone, Moth, in the middle of a tense battle. Is that, yeah, that's it, check it back. Oh, we were close, one more lap maybe. Could have had him then. Well, okay. Well, we made our podium, which is what we were after. And we had a good race with that as well. That was good fun. I really enjoyed that. Yeah, those opening laps were really good. The guys saying in chat there. Yeah, it could well have been his tyres. He could have been working them super hard. But yeah, that was good fun. Good combo. And I can see why it's so popular because yeah, some good racing to be had in there. And it's not GT3 as well, so big ticks all around for that. But yeah, that'll just about wrap us up for our activities this evening. Thank you very much for joining us. We really appreciate everybody coming on board and watching the stream with us this evening. And you know, big thanks to our teammates, those who are subscribed to the channel. You guys are awesome. If you have enjoyed watching us this evening, please do hit the like button so we can really help the channel out and help it grow. Yeah, thanks Steve. Yeah, I got that podium. That's what we were chasing. But thank you so much guys for watching. We really appreciate every one of you for being here and for your inputs and for your comments and things. It's really good to see what you guys say when I'm driving. But we will do some more ranked race room races again in the future because, you know, as you see, we get 2 races in a row like that, which are just absolute class. So yeah, good fun. But again, thank you very much for your comments. We will endeavour our absolute hardest to get a video out for you this week, as well as the stream that we do on a Saturday. But you guys are awesome. Have a good week, and we will see you all very, very soon indeed. Take care. See you later.